Today we're having a press conference for the Healing Circle, which are the mothers that lost their children to gang violence and drive-by shootings. And Snoop Dogg is doing a free benefit along with myself and the Exotic Erotic Ball at the Exotic Erotic Expo Friday night, this Friday, October 26th.
And how important is something like this?
This is extremely important. I just learned about this a few months ago, but it's a very dear to my heart. It's a very emotional issue. I mean, I can't even imagine what it's like to lose a loved one to gang violence, especially if you're, low income, poverty stricken. So we're trying to raise as much money as we can. We're going to present the check of $45,000 to the Healing Circle today. And then a large portion, whatever we can, we're going to give back to the mothers. And we encourage everybody out there to please just give from your heart, because, we just have to be grateful for what we have. These people really have very little, and they have even less now that they've lost their loved ones.
Well said. Is there anything else you want to add? But that was
well, unless you want me to say anything else.
No, I thought that.
For those who don't, I'm Christopher Butner. I'm the PR director for the Exotic Erotic Ball, and thank you very much for coming. It's my honor right now to introduce Perry Mann, the founder of the Exotic Erotic Ball, to address all of you as to why we're here today on this beautiful day in San Francisco. And without further ado, the lovely...
Chris, thank you all for coming. And actually, before I start, to lead us in a tribute, she'll be singing Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how songs was lost, but I'm found, was blind, but now see through much toils and snares I have already. I've already. Ooh, it was grace that brought us all. It was no amazing grace. And one day it's gonna surely leave.
Perry Mann, the founder of the Exotic Erotic Ball. And the Exotic Erotic Ball was founded 28 years ago by my partner Lou Abelafia, God rest his soul. He was best known for inventing a catchphrase, and that phrase is, make love, not war. We created the ball as an extension of that philosophy, and we have always been active politically and financially to support the First Amendment rights and to help those who have been victims of misfortune. The members of the Healing Circle consist largely of mothers who have lost children to gunplay and other forms of violence. These mothers have suffered the worst loss any human being can experience. The Healing Circle promotes sharing, healing, education, and action for survivors of homicide, victims of inner city violence. The Healing Circle's primary source of funding comes from public community donations. I personally was so pleased to meet Maddie Scott and George Durand. I have been blessed with the opportunity to attend their meetings, and it has changed me. I have never seen so much sorrow and grief converted into hope and humanity. And I see this at every meeting I attend. God bless the Healing Circle for their fine work, and we are pleased to help them in every small way we can. Make love, not war. It was once the battle cry of a generation, but it has never been more truthful and timely sentiment than it is today. I thank you for coming. And as you see, Snoop Dogg has given his time for free to benefit this great cause, the Healing Circle. These mothers, people have lost their children to gang violence. And Friday, October 26th at the Cow Palace, this Friday, October 26th, you buy a ticket and it's going to go to the mamas. So, with no further ado, I'd like to bring up two very dear people to me who have founded this wonderful cause, the Healing Circle. Maddie and George, please come up.
We are just so honored to be honored by Snoop Dogg and the Exotic Erotic Ball, Perry Mann, and his partner. It's just a wonderful thing to come way from Los Angeles. He has traveled distances on many nights, driving down. I would call him in the morning and he would be at our meeting that evening. That to me says that I care about what you're doing. That to me is sacrifice. That to me is love, making love and not war. And I just want to applaud Perry Mann, the Exotic Erotic Ball, and Mr. Snoop Doggy Dogg for doing all the work that they did, and Mr. JT, the bigger figure. We, the parents of the Healing Circle, are survivors. We're not victims. We are victorious. And we will be victorious in ending this gun violence and the violence in our communities. And we will rebuild our families and our communities one by one. Thank you, Exotic Erotic Ball. Thank you, Snoop Dogg. Thank you, JT, the bigger figure.